learn how to never react and to maintain your energy intact and your power intact, and therefore standing out and becoming a beam of light in a world of darkness, or if darkness happens to surround you, and how to really live the best life based on that. A life that you truly want to live, a life where you go where you want to go, a life where you create whatever you want to create and you achieve whatever you want to achieve from a non-reactive standpoint. Now, let's say you're walking on the street and somebody's rude to you. In that moment, if you react, you have given your power away to a false principle, and you have been corrupted, exploited, and deceived. When you give your power away, as soon as you give your power away, you stop believing in God because you're distancing yourself from it. You're distancing yourself from God because God would have remained non-reactive. God would have remained intact. And now you've appropriated yourself of a lower level of consciousness from somebody that didn't know what they were doing, somebody that is a slave or a tyrant themselves. And that's what you are taking as your truth at that moment. Now, different things happen. Number one, you lose your energy, and that removes you from your real identity, your limitless identity of who you are. So you don't create this energetic, personal connection with somebody because they're going to make you react, and then you can't even be real love to these people. It becomes then a love and hate relationship, right? Which is what most people live under, this false love and hate relationship, carrying this lower level of resentment and carrying this this level of reaction and power games, right? But anyways, let's go back to the example on the streets. Somebody makes you react, makes you upset. They talk down on you, and you react to that. Now you have taken that lower level of consciousness, you have swallowed their darkness, and now two things happen. You distance yourself from God, you desensitize yourself from God, from eternal wisdom, and you are going to become a tyrant for the next person. You're going to project hate onto the next person. And that can be your wife, your husband, your daughter, your son. And now and then they're going to react. And now we're all corrupted. Now we're all slaves. Now none of us can experience real love because I have made them react. I became the tyrant myself. I have destroyed the innocence in my family. I have destroyed the innocence of my kids if I do that. I have desensitized everybody because I have become desensitized. You see? And that's where most of the world lives, in this slave tyrant dynamic. You not only have a tendency of becoming a tyrant and abusing or, projecting that shadow into other people, but you are also going to become desensitized to overly sensitive to the person who has talked down on you. They're going to be living rent free in your mind, because it might be a small town. You might have to see them again. So they have power over you. You become a slave to one and you become a tyrant to the next people. They're going to cross paths with you. You've been corrupted by one, and now you're going to corrupt others. And that animalistic, low level of consciousness dynamics permeates your life and never stops. And you detach, you distance yourself from who you really are. And by the way, when you react like that, the innocence of your entire being and how delicate energy is, when you react to something or someone, perhaps at work or perhaps on the street or whatever it is, your energy is so wise and so innocent, your true energy body, okay, that your body can't differentiate things, so you keep thinking about that thing the entire day. And now you're walking on the street and you're creating this horror movie for yourself because you've reacted, because you've already given your energy away. Now what you can do to go back to who you truly are is adopt powerlessness. And don't get me wrong, this is the ultimate level of power. Powerlessness. You do not react, and you go back to the purity of who you are. That's where your infinite identity is. That's where your infinite energy is. It's in the love. It's in the giving up of the shield. It's in the powerlessness itself. So you say to the person, hey, how are you? Like, stop fighting. Otherwise, you'll become a slave or you become a tyrant. And that doesn't work. That builds an emergency, fight or flight in your nervous system and in your mind, that you get sick. That's how people get sick. That's how, if I react like that, then that stays in my mind. And if I never realign with the true identity of who I am and the limitless identity of who I am and the limitless God that expresses through me, all of my decisions are now corrupted. Now the way I talk to people is corrupted. I can't be good because I've been dominated by the shadow. That person has been dominated by the shadow, so they can't find the good. You need to give up the power games so you find the truth and you find the good. You see, but for some people that's very contradictory. It is paradoxical, but that's where true power exists. Otherwise, it's a losing game, and these people never truly find happiness. So never create this overly personal connection with the energy that is going to make you react. Never forget who you are as you live your life.